Good evening, KB Rising. We are here live at the Walking F Ranch Invitational Tournament here in Ripley, Oklahoma, just outside of Stillwater and Cushing. We're just about to get started with the matchup between the Craig Lady Red Devils and the Kellyville Lady Ponies. And I'm going to take my mask off because I sound insulated.
Good afternoon, late afternoon, early evening here, live from Ripley here on KV Rising. I'm Terry Wiggs along with Jacob Jones. We're about to get started. We apologize we couldn't come to you live last night, and hopefully we won't have any broadcast issues. We're using Ripley's internet, and big shout out to them. Thank you very much. And here we go, we're about underway here, about for the tip, and it's going to be Bear Paul, and I do not have the lineup for Preg, so we'll just try to go with numbers. There's a rebound by McGuire after a long shot by Bear Paul that was no good. Bear Paul inside to Childers. Childers shot it off the mark. And number 11 for Preg rebounds.
Sorry for the weird camera angle. Ripley's gym is super tight, so we are doing the best we can.
Shot off the mark. McGuire with the rebound. Upshaw, long three, and that's good. So Lady Ponies on the board first here early in the first quarter. 5:46. Correction, 6:46.
And Shayla was out of bounds when she was retrieving that ball. It was almost stolen.
As rebound by Childers. Upshaw to Bear Paul. Bear Paul's shot is short. Childers ties the ball up underneath. Possession arrow is going to go to Preg.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look on our new scoreboard, we have now the possession arrow and the foul count for both teams. Terry, something crazy to me is that a year ago, exactly, we introduced our first scoreboard, and we've come a long way.
There's a nice steal by Bear Paul, and she goes in for the easy layups. Yeah, it was here, wasn't it?
It was here, the second game of the tournament, and it was our first scoreboard. I had looked on YouTube that night, and I said, how do I get a scoreboard through our broadcast? So
there's a steal by Upshaw, and she's in for the easy layup. So quick 2 steals by the Lady Ponies and an easy quick 4 points. And that's going to bring a timeout. I believe that was called by Preg, as their coach wants to slow it down a little bit, those quick scores there by the Ponies. And where we're at, both scoreboards are blocked. I have my view blocked. And so we're going to have to rely on Jacob to make sure and where he's got the clicker going, because I can see the computer screen. And so it's Kellyville 7, Prague 0, with 5:28 left here in the first period.
And I may have to ask this gentleman beside me a couple of times to make sure I have the score right.
Are you also blocked by your view?
I am blocked perfectly.
There's a nice steal by
Woo!
Upshaw. And she goes in for the layup and is fouled. So she's going to go to the line, try to make it a three-point play. I did not catch who the foul was on for Prague.
I know it was on Prague. That's
number 20, number 35. Again, I apologize. Just don't have the lineup for Prague. And Upshaw makes her free throw. Turn that into a three-point play. And pressure by the Ponies. Double team down underneath. Close. And they cause a turnover. Great defense by Riley and Childers. They tied both of those Prague girls down underneath and caused to throw it out of bounds. And there's Childers underneath. Her shot's off the mark, but she is going to be fouled. So she'll go to the line shooting 2. And her first one's off the back of the rim, does not go. Her second one is good. And again, Kellyville with the full court press, but Craig's able to get by, but McGuire comes right past and steals the ball.
sequence of passes by Kellyville turns the ball over to the Red Devils.
Childers underneath, tight defense, and it's off the mark. She gets the rebound. And Riley for an easy layup. I believe Childers passed her that ball.
If you weren't able to be here last night, or if you watched it on Ripley's live stream on Squirtle, the Lady Ponies absolutely demolished Yale.
Ball's going to go out of bounds on an attempt shot by Prague. So Lady Pony ball. 3:55 left here in the first period. And the Lady Ponies have stretched their lead 13-0. There's a nice jumper by Riley, but it's a little short, and Upshaw with the attempted rebound, but she just couldn't quite reach it, and it went out of bounds. So going to be Prague ball. There's a nice block by Riley. McGuire.
And they're calling a charge on McGuire there.
There's a long three by number 14 to get Prague on the board. And a three by Childers on the other end. Rebound by McGuire. And they knocked out of bounds by Prague, but Kellyville's going to maintain possession. A jumper by Riley, rebound by Upshaw, but the putback is no good. And there's a jumper by number 22 for Prague. So Prague on the board with 5. Kellyville still 13.
Make that 15.
As Upshaw adds to the Lady Ponies score. Another 3 attempt by number 14, Upshaw with the rebound. And there's a 3 by Bear Paul. That's good. Rebound by Upshaw. Kicks it out to Bear Paul. Bear Paul, good for 3 again.
Kaylin Bear Paul is on fire tonight. She came to play.
And that was off the mark and rebound by McGuire. McGuire working the boards already with 4 rebounds so far here in the first. And here comes Byram and Kaiser in to give Riley and McGuire a break.
Shayla Childers, she's fouled on that layup attempt. And her shot is good. Sorry, her first shot is good.
And she missed her second. So she's 2 for 4 from the line, 50%. So 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Bear Paul, tough defense, and gets the rebound after a missed shot there. And Upshaw for 3. Almost the same spot Bear Paul is shooting from. That's a hot corner over there. Bear Paul and Upshaw each with 2 3-pointers apiece. Wow.
What'd they call there?
They called a foul on Childers. All she was doing was touching the belly of the offensive player, which is normally allowed. Maybe it was a little extra push. I'm not sure. And Prague's going to lose the ball out of bounds. So Pony ball here with looks like 20 seconds left. Probably going to hold it for 1 shot. Here's Upshaw working. Bear Paul for 3, and that's in and out. Childers with the rebound. She's knocked to the floor, and I guess it's going to be a turnover. And Craig throws it out of bounds, and that's the end of the first. So after 1, 25-5, Kellyville with a commanding lead. We're going to stay on air. There's not much of a break here between quarters, but I'm going to be doing some documentation, so I'm going to be quiet for a moment.
Make sure you guys give us some feedback in the comments on looks and sound My dad's in the comments right now saying looks great, sounds great. Like I was saying about that scoreboard, we just finished that last night, and it's been a year since we first introduced our first one, and we've had a successful football season and an almost successful basketball season with it. So we're very proud to bring your ponies and lady ponies to you while you guys can sit and enjoy the comfort of home. Something like a tournament, for example. If the girls and the boys both win tonight, they play back-to-back tomorrow at 7 and 8:30. So it'll be a late night, and we love for you guys to enjoy the comfort of home from that. So
back underway here. Kellyville with the ball. Second quarter. Upshaw inside to Bear Paw, and Bear Paw for two. A nice defense there as Upshaw comes screaming across, knocked that ball out as they were attempting to pass inside, get underneath the basket. And number 22 drives. Shots off the mark. Bear Paw with the rebound. Kaiser top of the key. Over to Upshaw. Deep three, and that's good. Wow.
that brings the Lady Ponies score 30-5. They have not let up on the gas pedal tonight, and I don't see them doing so anytime soon. The Lady Ponies came to this tournament and they said we're going to work and we're going to get everything done, and they certainly have got it done so far.
Yeah, they're looking good. There's a nice jumper by 00 for Prague. So Kelly go back at it. Byram underneath the Upshaw, but she brings it back out. Gets underneath the Bear Paw. Bear Paw shoots it up, but she's going to be fouled, and it goes off the edge of the rim. No good.
She wasn't fouled. I think they called that a charge.
They called that on her. Wow. Okay. So
each team even at 3 fouls now. Correction, Craig has 4 fouls, and I missed one.
Folks, we normally run a 3-person team. There's 2 of us tonight, so we may miss some things, may say some things that aren't accurate. There's a nice 3 by number 22 for Prague. We're trying to keep up best we can.
Sometimes we even run a 4-person team.
And Childers with a jumper. A little strong off the glass. No good. And Prague's going to lose the handle. The ball goes out of bounds, so Kellyville ball. 5:13 left here in the half. 30-10. As Upshaw goes in, and she's going to be fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2.
So that brings them to 5 fouls, if I'm correct. And her first shot is good.
And her second one's off the mark, and Prague rebounds. Brings Upshaw 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And there's a 3-pointer. from Double Zero goes out of bounds, and Craig's not able to save it. So Kellyville ball. 4:44 left here in the second quarter. Byron with the rebound and the putback. Very unusual, no announcing during the game. They didn't do it last night either. It's just kind of weird to be at a basketball game and have no announcements.
Yeah, it almost feels like a middle school / little league game.
Or a scrimmage.
Yeah, if you knew the players weren't in high school, you'd think it would be just a pickup game or something.
It's pretty quiet in here in the gym. There's not a whole lot of fans, which with COVID I guess is good. And there's a 3 by number 11 for Bragg to add to their score.
33-13.
And as Riley goes in for the layup, she's going to be fouled. Send her to the line for 2. And she makes her first.
She makes her second one, too.
And Prague loses the handle and throws it back in bounds right to Riley as she's standing there waiting on it. She gives it up to Upshaw for a long 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Craig trying to find something that works against this Kellyville defense. And Bear Paw's she's gonna draw the foul, reach in a little bit on that. She's standing behind the girl, kind of reached over her to try to block that pass. There's a quick jump shot by number 14 for 2. Over the outreached arm of Bear Paw. Upshaw top of the key, trying to get something moving. Over to Bear Paw. Shaver working hard underneath on that post. Here comes Riley. And she's good with the jumper from the side.
Brings the score to 37-15. About 2 minutes left in the second quarter before we go to halftime. 11 shot off the mark. Rebounded by Upshaw, I think.
Bear Paw from 3. And it's off the mark, and Prague rebounds. Number 14, or correction, number 11.
Madison Riley with the steal, and Jade Upshaw driving it down the court. Gets to the corner. Heavy pressure.
Bear Paw all by herself on the outside. Pass from Childers. And it's good. I don't know how she got out there by herself like that. Where she's been hitting the threes. They just left her all alone. So that was a good play. Need to try that again. There's a double dribble called on Prague. So Kellyville ball here in near side. Tell you what, Jacob, last night, even though I filmed last night's game with my personal camcorder, actually just the boys, and that's mainly just for me with Evan, but uh, different atmosphere. I don't remember what it's like to watch a game without commentating and announcing, so it's
Yeah.
good to be back on the mic tonight.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a weird feeling. You do
Yeah,
this for a little bit, and then you just stop, and you're, whoa. You don't know.
again, I was keeping busy filming, but just not talking, and it was different.
I know it got me to the point one time where the LA Clippers were playing the Houston Rockets, and I was commentating that game. I had my TV on mute, and I was commentating that game.
I've never really thought about that. That would probably be good practice.
Yeah.
We don't claim to be professionals, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we're not. By any means, we are not.
No Dick Vitale. And Bear Paul had it rough underneath. She thought she was fouled. She kind of threw her arms up, but she was not. So shot off the mark, but we did get a foul right in the middle of the court there on Prague. Excuse me. And 2 seconds left, and Upshaw gets it off from the inbounds. What a play with 2 seconds left, and she gets it, takes one dribble, and shoots for three. And she's good. So at half, we have a score of 43-15. Again, Kellyville in commanding lead over Prague. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 6.5 minutes. They got the clock set on 8 minutes. So we'll be back in about 6.5 minutes.
Before we go, I say I would compare myself to Dick Vitale because we got some good basketball in here, baby. You know, like.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good impression there.
We'll see you guys after halftime.
Okay. And welcome back, folks. Just about to start the third quarter here live from Ripley, Lady Ponies. And what is that? Preg? Are they the Pirates? I can't remember their mascot. Preg.
Red Devils.
Red Devils, that's right. Lady Red Devils. I don't know why that slipped my mind. You know, Jacob, I recounted my score twice, and I show that we're 44. The scoreboard and you show 43, so I don't know. I maybe gave an extra free throw or something. So Preg starts off here, trying to find some sort of rhythm against this Lady Ponies defense. They've disrupted Red Devils' defense or offense by causing a lot of turnovers. Had a lot of steals. 5 that I've documented. I think I missed 1 or 2 in that first half. That shot's off the front of the rim. Bear Paul with the rebound gets it to McGuire before she falls out of bounds.
Gotta say, it's pretty weird holding a photography camera and a videography camera in the midst of 3 minutes.
Jacob spent his break going down taking some photographs of the girls warming up. And there's a number 11, a three-pointer by number 11 to start the third quarter here for Lady Red Devils.
One thing I noticed is that the Lady Ponies didn't go back in the locker room at halftime, and so I just went down there and shot some more photos. I'll probably do the same for the boys when they get here and they're warming up.
And Bear Paul with a tough rebound underneath and puts it back. A little competition going on between Bear Paul and Upshaw with their threes and their field goals. There's a rebound by Upshaw. Bear Paul for 3. It's over the mark, but right to McGuire. So McGuire puts it back for an easy 2. That shot was just a little long on the 3 from Bear Paul, but McGuire right there to put it back. McGuire with another rebound.
And just real quick, after tomorrow night, be on the lookout on Facebook as we will have I will post my favorite pictures from the tournament on our Facebook page and our Instagram page. So be on the lookout for that.
And 44 puts a nice jumper in for Red Devils. Bear Paul to Upshaw. I'm going to get a foul away from the ball. They're going to call that on Childers, a hold. I didn't see it, but she must have held the Lady Red Devil as she was going in for that rebound from Upshaw's three-point attempt.
Got to give a quick shout out to my dad. He's at home watching right now. He said 1 star on the Vital impression, but they're playing top 10 tonight. Was it a 1-star rating out of a 1-star rating, or?
Jacob, I don't think he's going to give you that much credit.
Well,
maybe. I mean, you know, tell yourself it was one out of 2 stars. So do that. That's pretty good.
50%. I can live with that.
Yeah.
I can live with that. That's an F in some ratings, but
yeah, well,
it is what it is. Upshaw quarterback it to Madison Riley, and she takes it in for a layup. So if I'm not mistaken, I got the score 49-20.
Nice steal by Childers. And Childers for three.
Oh, man.
I don't know, that ball could have gone in the basket anymore without counting. I mean, that sucker rolled around. Another steal by Childers. And Upshaw with the run-in layup.
.22 holding on to the ball for a little bit. Pass to number 11, guarded by Madison Riley.
Yeah. And I guess they got Childers for a foul there. Sending number 44 to the line. And her first attempt is good. You can get a substitution here. Number 35 coming in for Craig, and Harwood coming in for McGuire for the Lady Ponies. And 44's second attempt is good as well. There's a long pass to Riley in the corner. Bear Paul, excuse me, for deep three off the front of the rim, and Craig comes up with the rebound. There's another three by Red Devils, rebounded by number 35, and the putback is good. Harwood into Childers. Childers heavily guarded, and she's contested as she goes up for the jump shot, and it's off the mark. Be Craig ball. A couple more substitutes. I believe number 20 and 24 came in for Red Devils. Again, I apologize, I don't have the names of the Lady Red Devils.
Good interception by Madison Riley there. She runs it down the court.
Now, Lady Red Devils doing a pretty good job contesting some of these shots here in the third period. There's a rebound by Childers. And I get a foul on, I believe, number 44 for the Red Devils. So, white ball. Lady Pony ball. I just heard somebody say white ball and just repeated it. And there's a nice pass in by Upshaw to Riley for two, and she's going to be fouled. So she'll go to the line, try to make it a three-point play here with 1:04 left here in the third period. And Riley's free throw attempt is off the mark. No good. And Riley gets an easy rebound there as that shot is short. basically almost a triple team on Upshaw. She ends up turning it over. And Craig does the same thing, right back to the Lady Ponies. Number 12 coming in for Lady Red Devils. So showing 53-24. Again, I had an extra point somewhere. I don't know if mine's correct or theirs is correct, but there's a jumper by Riley for 2.
Was that 2 or 3?
That was 2. She was just inside the 3-point line. And they're going to get a foul right at the buzzer as number 44 was going up for the shot. So that's the end of the third. The 44 is going to attempt her 2, and she makes her first one. 3 for 3 from the line for the third period for 44. And she's perfect. She closes the third quarter. What do we have there, Jacob? 55?
55-26 is what I'm showing.
55-26 is what we're showing. Again, I had an extra point somewhere. So it could be 56-26, not sure. We'll just go with what's on the board here in the gym.
I think it's showing 4 fouls for the Lady Ponies in the third, and then 2 fouls for Prague. The Lady Ponies still have the possession arrow in their favor.
So a little quieter quarter for the Lady Ponies. Lady Ponies scored 26 in the first quarter. By my book, we had them at 25. 18 in the second quarter and 12 in the third quarter. And we have some court maintenance going on. Looks like a broken net.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that.
So they're switching out. A brand new net. Give our boys something to rip up next game. I hope if we're shooting on this end, we wear that thing out and have them replace it again.
Maybe Evan can rip it off by one of his newfound abilities, the master of the dunk.
Well, I will say newfound abilities live in a game.
Okay, all right, all right.
He does plenty of it in practice. He finally broke that streak last week. He's just been he's held back in a game. He doesn't want to embarrass himself. He's told me multiple times he's had, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 opportunities this year so far to dunk the ball, quite, kind of uncontested, and his fear is going all alone. And you'll see it even in the NBA. They do something, try to kind of showboat or whatever you want to call it, and it off the back of the rim and shoots to the ceiling of the arena. And he said he didn't want to do that. So I don't blame him, but it's going to happen.
The kid's got legs. He can jump, so, and he's tall, so.
Yeah, the key is you know, if your team needs that 2 points, you're down, or you're just barely ahead of the game or in the game or whatever, and just coach always like to see, I think, people take the easy layup, easy 2 points instead of doing a dunk and taking a chance. But people like to see it for sure. And that is a nice new bright white net that they're putting up down there. So a little bit of delay here.
I kind of want to take some pictures of this. It's not something you see every day during a game, especially a game setting. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to whip out the camera from up here and take some shots of it. So
I'm just glad they had an extra net.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, my camera's not on.
I mean, that would be it'd probably be something you'd want to keep on hand at all times, but so both teams here, I don't know, you know, this could go either way. It could be good or bad. Both teams getting quite a bit of a little break here between the third and fourth quarter. As the gentleman putting up the net gets an applause from the audience. Here we go. Going to be back underway. White ball here near court, so Byram's going to pass into Upshaw, and we're underway. Fourth quarter. Harwood tries to get it into Childers, and I thought it was knocked out by Craig, but it's their ball, so must have slid past without her touching it. There's a three by number 20, and it's good. So Craig, Lady Devils start off with a three-pointer here in this fourth quarter. And Upshaw with a three. It's off the back of the rim, and number 35 for the Lady Red Devils picks it up. There's a nice steal by Upshaw in the lane. She goes in to jump, and she's going to be fouled by number 20. So Upshaw to the line here to try to put the first points on the board for the Lady Ponies. And she gets the first one.
First one in the brand new net.
Yes, sir. And the second one falls. Good movement by the Lady Ponies. They're in the 3-2 defense. That shot's off the front of the rim, but the Red Devils rebound it. And number 24 drives in, shoots, misses, and the ball's loose because out of bounds, Kellyville ball. Upshaw bringing it up.
I'm showing the score 57-29. Again, not sure if I'm correct. Byram out to Upshaw on top of the key.
That really should have been a kicked ball.
Ooh.
Ball went off the foot. I believe it one of the Red Devil players. And Childers reached down to grab it, but Ref said it was on the line when she touched it, so out of bounds. There's a 3 attempt by number 24, and that ball's stolen by Kaiser. Kaiser in for the layup for 2. There's a rebound by Byram.
Get so caught up in the game, you forget to move the camera.
I did that a couple of times last night. Hopefully some folks were able to tune in last night. Apologize. I hear the commentating on the other end was, I guess, maybe a little entertaining. I'm not sure. If a couple of high school girls, not a lot of commentating about basketball, just a lot of conversation from what I understand. But at least the game was there. You could watch it. So.
Yeah. Commentate yourself. That's always fun.
Yeah. I'm glad that Ripley's that did that, and they're doing it again tonight. So
tonight it looks like Prague is doing it also. We played Prague in a home football game, and I had to help them with the Wi-Fi there at our football field. So I might go talk to these guys here in a couple minutes.
Bear Paul with a contested 2.
It was their very first game doing it too, so they've had a couple of months under their belt.
And number 35 gets her shot to fall, and she's going to be fouled, so she's going to go to the line, try to make a 3-point play for the Lady Red Devils. Yeah, it's always great that there's multiple venues. I think it's becoming the norm. A lot of schools are doing it on their own. Other schools, have a third party like us. But I think it's great to give parents, grandparents. There's a 3 by number 44 for Prague. So Prague kind of quietly closing the gap a little bit. And we have a couple of substitutions in for Kellyville that just caught my eye. Pickering and Peterson.
Harwood with a shot. That's going to stay Lady Pony ball.
Peterson into Byram. Byram out to Pickering. Pickering with the shot. Byram with the rebound and putback. Harwood with the rebound. And she's going to go coast to coast. Oh, and this ball's going to be knocked loose and stolen, but then Kaiser gets it right back. And here comes some substitution in for the Lady Red Devils. It's like number 4. Number 5. I didn't catch the third one that came in. I'll get it here in a minute. It's kind of hard when I think it was 23. Byram with a rebound there. Is that Rawson?
Kreitzer.
Kreitzer. My bad. Kreitzer with that three-point attempt. Now there's Rawson, right? I always get right here, number 21.
Yes.
For some reason, I get Rawson and Kreitzer mixed up. I don't know why. So drive in by Kreitzer, and it's knocked loose. There's a three by number 23, and it's short, going to go out of bounds. So Kellyville ball. And I believe that's Beam, number 20.
Yep.
So we got Beam, Peterson, Kreitzer, Rawson, and Pickering in for Lady Ponies here with 1:30 left in the ball game. 63-36.
Flip score.
And Lady Red Devils are going to steal the ball. It's number 23. She comes in, gets it underneath inside, number 5 wide open, but Lady Ponies closed defense fast and knocked the ball loose. It goes out of bounds, so Lady Red Devils ball. And here comes another substitution for the Red Devils, number 15. And I believe that was 44 that just hit that three for the Lady Red Devils. I was looking down, didn't quite see it. And that ball's going to be stolen by number 44. She goes in for the layup, shots off the mark, and we're going to get a jump ball. And it's going to be Lady Pony possession arrow. So Lady Ponies with the ball here, 34.61 seconds.
I forgot to flip that possession arrow. Oops.
You know, just give yourself more things to do, especially when there's only two of us.
That seems to be what I do all the time. I just give myself more tasks.
And it appears the Lady Ponies are going to be okay with just moving the ball around here with the game closing under 10 seconds. Oh, and the ball's stolen by Prez number 23, and she shoots right at the end, and it's no good. So your final score is 63-39. Your Lady Ponies take the win, so they will play tomorrow night in the championship game at 7 p.m., I believe it is.
Against, I have the bracket somewhere. Let's see.
Is it who wins tonight? The late game? I believe it's whoever wins the late game tonight.
I think so. They will play the winner of, the late game tonight, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we know who that is. And we will be back tomorrow night. But we are going to stay on air right now to bring you the boys' game as they play Ripley. I'm going to change our scoreboard. There we go. And Terry, I don't know about you, but I am going to go down there, and I'm going to take some pictures of our boys just like I did.
Yeah, I gotta take a quick break and run to the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back on air here just in a couple minutes.
All righty.
Okay, folks, welcome. Here we are. We're about to start Jacob's AOL, AWOL. Sorry about that. So I'm by myself up here. We're going to have to. We're going to be without the camera for just a minute as Kellyville gets the tip. And I can't. Here comes Jacob now. I tried to adjust that camera, but I wasn't able to. So I missed the three-pointer. I believe it was by Hicks. And there's a three. Rebounded by number 24. And it's going to go in. So, again, no lineup here. So, calling numbers for Ripley.
Sorry about that, Terry. I was concession was running a little bit.
A rebound by Wiggs. No big deal. I think Big Jeremy Hicks just missed. His son's in a three, so. But I called it, so it's okay.
Went down there in between games, took a lot of good pictures of the boys. Talked to the referee a little bit. So.
And they're going to get errors on a push.
What is the score? 2-3?
Yes, 2-3.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they're.
Not sure what they're
Why they call
discussing.
They call it technical on somebody because they've cleared the floor and left 0 at the line.
We're less than 2 minutes into the game, and looks like there's already been a technical foul on Kellyville.
And 0 gets his first attempt.
Just got a message from my dad saying we're 3. I didn't happen to look at the scoreboard.
And were there 3 refs in the girls' game?
I don't think so. I think these are different refs.
Well, no, the one gentleman closest to us here is the same. He was out there before, but I don't remember there being 3 refs in the girls' game, which I like when there's 3 refs. I really do. I'm not sure what the confusion is. And he sinks his second.
Are they counting Kellyville as the visiting team?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That is.
Oh, did you have it 2-3 them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was 3-2 us, but now it's 4-3 them.
Okay, I think I got the score corrected.
Yeah, it's Ripley 4, Kellyville 3.
Okay, no, I don't have the score.
And there's a shot off the mark. Hicks with the rebound. Ball still on the floor. Ripley comes up with it. And Miles is going to commit the foul, and it's going to send number 31 to the line for 2. And his first one's good. So Kellyville just needs to settle down. I'm not sure what happened there a while ago, if there's already some jaw jacking going on or that technical, but we can just settle in. And Wiggs banks it off the glass for 3.
Kellyville already pressing. Hicks with a good
Good defense.
jar in to knock that ball out of bounds.
And 24 with the put in for 2. Mosby on the outside for 3, and that's in and out. No Ponies there to rebound, so Ripley with the rebound in the paint. Jacob, I don't really know anything about Ripley. Kellyville unable to come up with that rebound. And there's a nice steal by Mosby, and he puts in the layup for an easy 2.
Ponies with a hard press here. And they're going to call a foul.
No, timeout.
No, timeout. Correction.
Ripley was
timeout.
having a hard time getting the ball across the half-court line. Their coach calls a timeout.
Now there are 5 timeouts apiece, and I have 4 on my scoreboard, so I'm just going to leave it as is.
So I have a tie ball game. Is that what you have?
That is what I have. I have 8-8.
So again, kind of a an unusual start here at the beginning. Not sure what it was about, but starting off early, really physical game. I got 4 minutes 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. So far pretty physical here between Ripley and your Ponies. So Kellyville showing a little bit of press. Got Bellis and Mosby. Mosby almost came up with another steal. Oh,
Almost again.
wow, he's causing havoc. Kellyville looking good here, giving the 24 easy layup there. They finally found a hole in the defense, but Kellyville is doing a good job disrupting that offense there.
Ooh, I'm in a very uncomfortable position.
Wiggs with the jumper missed, and Ripley comes up with it. Kellyville. Bellis knocks the ball loose, but it goes out of bounds, so Ripley's going to maintain possession. Ripley seems to be pretty methodical on their offense. They do a lot of passing, and they're just being pretty patient on waiting for a lane to open. There's a shot. That's going to be a foul, number 24, as number 24 and Wiggs go up for that rebound. So they're going to call the foul on 24. I believe that's his first. He's got 6 points for the game, so if he got in foul trouble, that'd be a good thing for the Ponies. Bellis with a deep three. And Wiggs saves it, but there's nobody there to grab it before it goes out of bounds. Kellyville with the press here. And Ripley able to get it across and moving in fast. And Hicks causes the tie-up, but possession arrow to Ripley, so they're going to maintain possession, but that's a nice job on Hicks to get in there and cause the jump ball as number 31 was going up for the layup. And there's a three by 00, and it's off the mark, and Wiggs with the rebound. And Wiggs is blocked by number 24.
Oh, wow.
Block, combination Wiggs and Miles with the block. Bellis, three on the outside, and that's good. So Wiggs to Bellis. Bellis sinks the three. Kellyville again with the press. And pressure on here. See if they can out. Ripley's going to be able to get it by, and here comes number 24 in for the drive and two. Wiggs on the outside for a jumper, and it's off the mark. Ripley with the rebound. Again, Ripley just being methodical with their passes, just waiting for something to open. That can be very challenging for a defense, to just stay on. And then you got Mosby flying through trying to get a steal, which sometimes opens up some lanes, but they're going for this last shot, and there it is. 00 with the three. As they burnt quite a bit of clock. And Hicks with the last second shot. It's short as he tries from half court.
I've got 15-11 on mine. We had a little bit of a scoreboard mix-up. As much as they are the home team, I really didn't expect Ripley to put them as the home team, which I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we do ask that if you are a Kellyville fan, you move to the visitor seating on the west side of the gym, which are the wooden bleachers on the scoreboard side. Thank you.
There was a make. I don't know.
So the one announcement they make the entire game is they ask the Kellyville fans to move. And we're about to have a tie-up in this crowd.
I think that's why they're asking them to move. There's some differences before. Not sure, there's some discussion here between a couple of fans. So it's going into the second quarter here. Like Jacob said, Ripley 15, Kellyville 11. Hicks with the ball. As our fans are kind of missing the game a little bit. Wiggs with a rebound. And he's going to be blocked as he goes back up. As Kellyville fans are moving over to the other side, which is probably a good thing. There's a little tension between these fans. We don't need them sitting next to each other.
There was already a little bit of a tie-up, and we're not going to say anything about that. Any details about that? So
Kellyville haven't struggled a little bit finding the net here in this first half. They just had 11 there in the first quarter, which isn't all that bad, but they generally score a little more in each quarter. So we just need to settle in and find our way. And that's number 13 for 2 on the outside. Bellis for 3 off the front of the rim. Number 31 for Ripley there. And Corey Hurst in the game for Kellyville. It gives Mosby a break. Almost a stolen ball there, Kellyville, but and ball's going to be out of bounds on Ripley on that missed 3. So Kellyville coming in to find something here. And they're going to call a charge on Wiggs. So Kellyville with the press. And Ripley moves the ball across half court.
that's backcourt.
So Ripley turns the ball over here. Kellyville ball. Ripley 17, Kellyville 11. We're still looking for our first points here of the second quarter, and there's 5:27 left. And Hicks contested underneath. And they're, wow. Hicks standing there with his arms straight up. I don't know where the foul was.
Maybe I shouldn't have talked to that referee.
Number 24 stepped around. I mean, it was a good move on his part. He just stepped around and made the shot, and they called a foul on Hicks, and then he makes a. Why's he getting 2? He made that shot, did he not?
Yeah, he did. I think. I don't know. I can't see the scoreboard over there. I think it says 22, but I'm not sure.
I thought he made the basket, but maybe not.
See, I don't know how that's not a foul.
I don't know if that was just a mishap or what, because I thought he made that basket, and then they gave him 2 free throws, so I'm not. There's a 3 by 00. Another charge called on Kellyville. As Hicks runs into number 25, drew the charge, but I thought Hicks was fouled by the other defender that was there, 00, but no call. Ayers with the steal. And they don't get that charge, so Ayers going to go to the line for 2. And Ayers gets his first, and unfortunately for Kellyville, at 4:11 remaining in the third, that's the first points of the quarter for Kellyville. Very unusual. A little bit out of sync. And Ayers' second shot goes off the front of the rim. No good. Well, I really feel like Kellyville's doing a decent I said third quarter, it's the second quarter. I really feel like Kellyville's doing a decent job on defense, and no Ponies there for the rebound as Ayers puts up that 3-pointer. The paint was full of Ripley players.
We still got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter, and we've only got 1 point on the board this second quarter.
Yeah, we're haven't found our way. We've gone cold, ice cold on offense for some reason. There's another 3 by 00. The rebound by Hicks. Well, I know these Ponies, they're gonna find their way on the offense, but that ball's loose. Number 31 screaming across the floor to get it, but Ayers gets a hand on it, and then it goes off 31, so Kellyville ball. The ref talking to Ayers about something, I'm not sure. That shot's blocked. Ripley rebounds it. Number 21 for Ripley, a 3-pointer. There's a block by Ayers. And Hicks goes in with the layup and draws the charge, or correction, the block. And Hicks' first attempt is good. And Hicks' second attempt is good. There's a nice steal by Mosby, knocks the ball loose. Hicks for three. And just out of the outreach hands of Wiggs, that ball comes off there strong. Again, Ripley being methodical. They had an open lane there, number 21, and he chose to turn and kick it back out. I think they really strive on this offense that they run, where they're just really methodical. I bet they're passing the ball 6-7 times. And there's a steal by Ayers for the easy lay-in. So Ponies starting to come on a little bit here at the end of the second. And 24 with 2 put back at the other end. Ayers for 3 off the mark, and again, no Ponies there for the rebound.
I think it's a 10-point game, but I have them at 25. I guess I missed a shot or something.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I'm still confused about the one play where they gave number 24 the 2 shots. I guess he missed the lay-in. I don't know.
I think that's where I missed it. I think I missed his layup.
Again, Ripley just looking for the clock to go down. There's a nice rebound by Miles. Ayers for 3 at the buzzer.
Woo!
And it drops. So Hicks to Ayers for 3 right at the buzzer at half. So what is that, 25-19?
25 or 26. It's one of those two.
You know, really, Kellyville, I mean, they got to be okay with that. 25-19 down by 6, considering that they didn't score their first points of the second quarter until under 4 minutes. Their offense went cold there in the first half of that second quarter. So just down by 6, they got something to work with. I'm sure Coach Heath is going to go in there and have a chat with them. They got to find an answer for number 24. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So definitely their top scorer, 16 points. And Double Zero has got 2 3s, so he's looking to be their outside shooter. So if they can find an answer for number 24 and Double Zero, I think they would pretty much shut down this Ripley offense. So I'm sure Coach Heath will come up with a plan during half to do that. I mean, I think, Kellyville's defense has been pretty well. Ripley's I think Ripley's got an offense we really hadn't seen yet as far as wearing down the Kellyville defense with 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 passes at a time. Real methodical offense. So, and we're still
moving fans.
We got a handful of Kellyville fans still sitting on the wrong side, I guess. I don't think it happens much anymore. I mean, obviously it's a budget thing when schools build gymnasiums. But, everybody's trying to pile in on this side because it's individual seating with backs. The other side is what you can see in your cameras, just bleachers. So, of course, people are going to naturally come to the more comfortable seating.
And I've never seen this. This is something that I can say that is officially now on I've seen at the basketball game list.
Where
they've moved fans to the other side of the gym because there was about to be a fight or something,
Well, again, I don't, Kellyville and Ripley don't really have a history. I don't know what's even the boys. Like I said, right there at the first quarter, there was something that went on. I didn't see what it was, but got a technical, and ever since then, there's just some chippiness on the floor, and I guess it spilled over into the stands a little bit. And so your Kellyville and Ripley administrators are taking charge and making sure it doesn't escalate, which is exactly what they should do. We don't want to get back to the point of we brought it up last time we were on air. We don't want to get back to a Kellyville Haskell situation where you had fans and parents on the floor during the game.
Fans, parents,
Matter
players.
of fact, if I remember right, didn't they just called the game, didn't they?
Oh yeah. That was in the middle of the. That was in the middle of the game.
It was in the middle of the boys' game.
It was in the middle of the boys' game, and it was a homecoming night.
It was homecoming, and
so the girls didn't play, and
the refs just walked out because they were just done. Which, I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
But,
you can take so much harassment, if you will, to a certain point.
So I don't blame them. What I would have liked to have seen at that game is just empty the gymnasium, let the two teams play.
Right.
Because the issue was between the two boys teams. The girls teams hadn't even been out yet.
And you wouldn't have been able to watch it. We didn't have this kind of stuff back when we were in the old gymnasium, but that's what I would have liked to see too. I would have liked to just clear everybody out except for maybe the scorers table and call it good. Finish the games.
So that's I kind of like tonight. You had the refs kind of taking charge right at the beginning. The administrators coming in taking charge to keep it from getting that situation. The Haskell deal I think got there because it wasn't. The minor issues at the beginning weren't squashed. So hear a little bit of cheering as you're going to hear the cheering a little stronger because we are over here on the Ripley side. It's just where we're broadcasting from. Thank goodness they don't make us move. But so Ripley boys came out to start warming up, and that was their fans cheering them on. So looks like, in that first quarter, Ripley had 15, Kellyville with 11. In the second quarter, Ripley, I have them down for 13 if I'm correct. Which I'm one off. They show 29. I show 28, so I'm not sure.
For what?
For Ripley, you show 29.
I show 26.
Oh.
I show 26 for Ripley and 19 for
Can you
Kellyville.
read their scoreboard?
Yeah, I just went over there. It is 26-19. That's what 26. They have it on. Yeah.
Now somehow I gave some extra somewhere. That's probably what it is. I gave that extra 2 to number 24. So that resolves it. He must not have made that lay-in. That's why he got 2. I wouldn't think they would mess up that bad, but I swear I saw that ball go in.
I thought I did too. I didn't count it, but I counted the free throw.
I get maybe it did go in. He called the foul before the shot, so the shot didn't count.
Maybe.
That's probably what it was. And I don't know. So you have 19 for Kellyville, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so that means we only scored 8 there in the second quarter. I hope that your Ponies can come out a little warmer, a lot warmer than they were in that second quarter. Didn't score a point until under 4 minutes left. So,
and here the Ponies come after halftime. They're going about 40 seconds before start of the second half, and something we don't normally do, Terry. We talked all through halftime. It's
well, there was something to talk
yeah,
about.
there was
you know?
stuff to talk about. One thing that I also noticed at the beginning of the halftime period, this referee over here on the far right side was talking to some of the Kellyville fans. Looked like both parties were pretty angry, and just a couple seconds ago, this referee was talking to the Ripley fans, and both sides were pretty angry. So. Was the best of times and the worst of times, I guess.
Right.
And we're back underway.
So we'll see what Kellyville brings here. I think the defense, they can stay with that defensive game, and there's a turnover right there with Mosby pulling up with it. And wow.
Mosby's hurt now. He's running back on the court hurt.
Ayers come up with that, had the defender draped over his back with an arm, and no call. So Ripley ends up with it. Looks like Mosby's working through his injury. And 0-0 just flies past the defenders and gets in for 2. And Wiggs for 3 and is off the mark. Ripley with the rebound. We're going to have a foul on, I believe, Mosby.
And Miles is going to come in for Mosby.
Ayers with the rebound. Kellyville boys just, there we go. Now we're going to run something. We were just waiting around. I was just, I think maybe seeing what the defense was doing. Trying to move the ball around a little bit. Wiggs to Bellis. Bellis for 3. And it's off. Miles there. Ball just over his reach for the rebound. And Ripley with the offensive rebound keeps the ball alive. And 0-0 in for 2. Again, Ripley with just the methodical offense of passing the ball 7, 8, 10 times. Ball's called out of bounds on Kellyville as it went off 2 Ripley defenders. And Heath's going to call a timeout.
Understandable. I know where that's coming from. I understand that one.
So unfortunately, Kellyville again, 4:55 left here in the third, having another quarter and struggling to put points up. Unable to find an offense that is productive against this Ripley defense. You showed 30-19.
Yep.
So Kellyville down 11. Coming into the quarter down 6. So Ripley just 4 so far. So by all means, Kellyville's still in this game for sure.
You've got to be kidding me.
And they just 0 just shot a 3, and they're going to call, I believe, Miles for the foul as he flew by and just whiffed at air. I guess he got a hand, or 0 has made that a 4-point play. So quickly Ripley comes out, and there's an answer by Hicks. That's what we like to see. First points of the game at just over 4 minutes. And there's another steal.
Who are they calling that on?
They called that
Oh
on Wiggs.
my Lord. I'm going to get off the mic.
On Wiggs, number 11. A lot of times I like to say I like when there's 3 refs, but you would think the fouls would get called by the ref on the baseline, not the ref out deep, but that's where the calls seem to be coming from. So Ripley with the inbound here. And there's a 3 by 0, and that's off the mark. 11 with the rebound. And they're going to get 0, or no, 24 with the foul.
They counted Jeremy Hicks's 3 as a 2.
And that was Ayers for 3.
We're sitting at 25. We should be at 25. They have us at 24.
Yeah, and I can't say that I saw the ref hold his hands up after Hicks, but he sure looked like he was deep enough over there in the corner. So I don't know if that's a mistake on the scorekeeper, or we just missed that it was inside that 3-point line. Again, Ripley making multiple passes. I haven't kept track of how many passes they've made, but 0. We've kept 24 quiet, but 0 is just cooking us. Miles with the rebound. He's going to be fouled. And I didn't see who they gave the foul to.
13. That's his second. Kellyville's sitting at 14 fouls. Ripley's sitting at 2.
We got some more court maintenance. Something out on the court maybe. As the referee's going to play a little custodial duties. Maybe, I don't know if it's gum or. Thought maybe it was something wet, but didn't look like the way he was cleaning it up that it was anything wet. And Mosby with the attempt, he's going to be fouled, so he'll go to the line. And his first one's off the front of the rim, short. And his second one is good.
Not sure who calls the timeout there. Kellyville does. So Kellyville calls their second timeout.
The 0-0 is the only player for Ripley with points this quarter, and he's got 10. So
I got 36-25.
yeah, that would be correct on their part. We're debating on whether it's 25 or 26 for us because of the Hicks three-pointer that we're not sure if it was counted as a three-pointer or was even a three-pointer. We'll find out on replay, I guess. Mosby almost with another pick. I keep saying I'm going to count the number of passes for Ripley, and every time I forget to do it.
Seems like every single time 0-0 goes up for a shot and misses, they call a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be on Wiggs. And he misses his first attempt there, 0-0. Number 10 coming in for Ripley. And 0-0 continues to add to the points for Ripley here in the third. Only player to do so. Mosby with a jumper. 0-0 loses the ball, loses the rebound, but no Ponies there to take advantage of that.
See, I don't know why they're not quadruple teaming him.
There's a nice steal.
I mean, I know why. It's just I don't know why they're not double teaming him.
Yeah, and Ayers goes in for the layup and draws the block.
He make that count?
Yes. Yeah, I saw that time the ref did the hand motion down to count the basket.
Miles is going to come in for Mosby.
So Ayers trying to make a three-point play here. And he does.
So down by 9 now.
Like I said, Kellyville's staying in this. We'll do it here. You count the, there's one pass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he shoots. And he's good for 3.
2, right?
Was that 2 or 3?
I think it was just 2. But that was it on this segment of Counting with the KV Rising commenters.
Yeah, I'm just curious, and I mean, I something tells me that's that's the norm. Is probably between 8 and 10 passes Ripley's doing, and you know, Kellyville hasn't faced a offense like that yet that I can remember, and I'm not sure what the. Ball's on the floor. They call a jump ball, possession arrow Ripley. So I think what happens is Ripley just, you know, they're doing that passing 8, 10 times, and finally a hole just comes open for them. A defender can only stay up with their offensive player for so long, and whether they get lost for a screen or whatever it is. So this style of offense works very well for Ripley. I think Kellyville's doing a good job defending it. But at some point, if you're able to pass the ball that much, your defense is going to break down. And somehow, 0 gets that ball to fall right at the buzzer. But 0 ended up with 14 points. The only other player for Ripley was number 25 with a lay-in. So we did a good job coming out and shutting down number 24, who was their leading scorer for the half. But we haven't found an answer for 0. And then again, our offense is ice cold. We're just having one of those nights, Jacob. We're just out of sync, and we can't seem to find the fix.
Now I don't have this. I don't have the bracket for the boys, but
see, and they did just count. They must have just counted Hicks as a 2 because they're still showing 28. And in my book, I got 29. So it'd be interesting to see go back on the.
And Ripley gets the possession arrow again with the quarter change.
There's a nice rebound by Hicks. But we're not able to get it back, put it back up, and get it to fall. Man, he was on that sideline. And Wiggs
Owen Bell
Bellis
is wide
for
open.
3.
They're going to call a foul on Hicks.
Well, we at least broke a trend there. 7:07 left here in the fourth, and we have points on the board. 2 previous quarters, we waited till around 4-minute mark. That ball's knocked out of bounds by Wiggs. Ball almost knocked loose by Wiggs and Ayers, but Ripley able to maintain possession. And there's a steal by Hicks. And Hicks in for the layup. And 0-0 continues with a drive in. Pretty contested by Wiggs, but he's able to get it by him. Hicks for 3.
Ayers
Ayers for 3, and it's good.
brought it back down to a 10-point game with 6:10 left in the fourth. Not sure who called the timeout there. I think Ripley did.
You know, remind me a little bit about last year, Jacob. There was multiple games. We talked about this last week against Bristow. Went into overtime. How many games? They were called the Heartbreak Kids. How many games went into overtime last year? And a lot of those games, we had a lot of comeback games last year. So I know these boys have it in them, 10 points. There's tons of time. If we could just get a couple of shutdowns, a couple of defensive stops, and then go the other end and score, we can close this gap in a hurry.
We just got to keep that fast-paced offense, that fast-moving offense, get by the defense, and honestly stop 0-0.
I do like the press we've been putting on. There's a nice steal by Wiggs. So there's what I was just saying. There's at least one stop, and there's a 3 by Hicks, and that ball's short, and Ripley's going to be able to pick it up. There's another steal, and pass is long from Ayers to Miles.
Whatever.
And we're going to go to I believe 1-1. I was looking down, I didn't see the play, but obviously Jacob disagreed with it. And number 25. Takes his first one and gets his second. So 48-36, Ripley maintaining the lead. And that kind of sums it up right there for the Ponies, the kind of night they're having. The bounce pass down low to Wiggs, and he ends up kicking it out of bounds. Ponies are just struggling on offense. They just can't seem to find a groove. And fortunately, that ball Number 10 for Ripley loses the handle and it goes out of bounds, fortunately, because he was wide open down the court for Ripley. So 5:21 left here in the fourth. Kellyville still trying to put something together here, down 12. These boys very, very capable of doing that. We'll just see if that can happen here. And there's a drive in by Wiggs. Draws the foul. And that's just a second made basket by Wiggs, so they have also shut him down tonight. He had 21 the other night against Bristow. And his free throw is good to make that a three-point play, which puts him at 6. So Wiggs struggling to get double digit.
Oh my Lord.
And I don't know they got the timeout. The 5-second count was going. The inbound player called the timeout and they gave it to him. So 5:11 left here in the ball game. (48-39).
That's a walk. Thank you.
So Kellyville's causing some disruption. They haven't been able to keep track of offensive possessions. Ripley, Kellyville's definitely caused the disruption. There's a three by Mosby, and he's going to be fouled, so he's going to go to the line. That was a nice inbounds pass. They screened Mosby really well. And for some reason, the ref is having a conversation with Coach Heath. Not sure. So here we go. Mosby. His first one is good.
Brings it to an 8-point game. His second one's off the mark. And he's still got a third one coming up. So he could turn it into a 7-point game. And I know the Ponies are capable of coming back from a 7-point game.
Especially with 5:03 left. And he does.
He does, yeah.
And Ripley still, and Miles going to get the foul, but that's going to send 0-0. A little senior encouragement there from Ayers to Miles, talking to him a little bit, letting him know, hey, got to be careful. You know, they're at bonus. Well, we're gonna foul. We need to foul as they're driving in to make a shot, not out here on the top of the key. 0-0 is good for that attempt.
If I'm not mistaken, the Ponies are in bonus too.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't. Again, it looks like both of those lights are lit up over there, but and 0-0 does get both of those. And Mosby for three. Mosby for three. Miles with the rebound, puts it up, misses. Hicks with the rebound, puts it back, makes it, and he's fouled, so he's going to go to the line. To try to make a three-point play. And he does.
6-point game. Same deficit as it was before halftime.
And again, Ripley, double zero, had the lane one-on-one. There's a
Good
steal
job,
from
Evan.
Wiggs.
Jump ball. Possession goes to Ripley.
How's that a jump ball? There, he was.
I have no idea.
I think they didn't know.
Didn't know what to call, so they went with the
Called
good
it.
old jump ball.
Yeah.
That's Kellyville ball.
So 4-13. Kellyville slowly closing the gap here.
They didn't get it the way they wanted it, so they put it in the way they wanted it.
Pony's going to continue to fight here all the way to the end. They got plenty of time. Waits for three off the side of the rim. And Mosby comes in and is going to commit the foul. Double zero is not the guy you want to foul, though.
I think double zero has a little bit of LeBron James in him. If he gets touched, he falls to the ground.
He's 6 of 7 from the line, so not the guy. Well, he does miss that one, so maybe I jinxed him, but I still wouldn't want to continue to put him on the line. We can help from it. And Hicks off the mark, off the front of the rim. Ripley with the rebound. There's a... Oh. I just have to laugh. Double zero. Shuffled his feet into... I believe they called the foul on Ayers.
They called it on Hicks.
Or Hicks.
That's his fourth.
So double zero to the line again. Shooting two, he misses his first one. And he's going to get that one there. So Kellyville down 51-44. 3:31 left.
What? Full crap! God dang.
Ayers goes in for the drive, and they're going to call a charge on Ayers.
See, that's what I mean about that LeBron James factor. Every time he gets touched, he drops.
There's a steal by Wiggs. Hicks of the ball down to Ayers. Ayers for three. Rebound Wiggs. Wiggs puts it back. Can't get it to fall. And Ripley turns it over. Mosby with the steal. And he's going to be fouled as he's going in. I'm not sure who got that foul, but I believe we're still at just 1-1.
No, yes, we're at 1-1. We're one foul away from 2.
Are we calling a timeout? What?
What is going on over here?
They get a free timeout? How does
How
that
does
work?
that work? They just gave him a free little huddle.
Ripley coach called his whole team over there and left Mosby standing at the line, and they didn't even charge him with a timeout. I'm not sure what is going on here. Mosby misses his attempt there for 1-1.
And that's Jeremy Hicks' 5th foul, so he's out of the game.
Yeah, I hate to say, but I mean we have 3 referees, and I think they're having about as bad a night as Kellyville's offense.
And Terry, I give referees a pass to an exception.
Yeah,
but
well,
good
that's uncalled for. You can't let a coach call. They were lined up on the free throw line, and he called his entire team over. Had a discussion with him, left Mosby standing at the line, and no timeout was called. No, really, it should have been a technical, I think. Or they should have just gave the ball to Mosby and let him shoot without Ripley down there. They never called the timeout, didn't stop.
And Ripley, once again, got a imaginary point. I have him at 51, and they have him at 52.
21, he missed his first one there. And he gets his second. So Ripley with another timeout. They'll actually get charged for this one, I believe. I've never seen that before where, I mean, you see it where they'll pull people off the line and the coach will have a discussion, but the refs allow the player to still shoot their free throws. You see that. I mean, obviously it was 1-1. I don't know why anybody would do that, but I'm not sure what the confusion was or what happened with that, but
home court advantage.
Here we
heck
go.
Of a drug.
52-44, 2:39 left.
Call me a sore loser, call me whatever you want, but that game, this is just uncalled for.
Well, down by 8, I mean, it's Jacob, the refs have missed a few calls, called the ball a little tighter on one side or the other, in my opinion, but it might have changed the momentum of the game, but it definitely hasn't changed the scoreboard. Kellyville, we just haven't, our offense just hasn't produced tonight like we normally do. So the 8 points is on the KV Ponies, not the gentlemen in stripes. And they're going to get number 24 on a foul against Wiggs, going to send him to the line. That should be shooting 2. And Wiggs' first attempt is off the mark, off the front of the rim. And his second one is good.
That's 5 seconds. What? I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
How many timeouts does Ripley have left?
They have 3 according to my scoreboard, or 2 now.
Well, because they just called 2 back-to-back. And they had one just a second ago, and then now that one, and they gave them.
Oh, then they have one left.
They gave them a timeout on the other inbounds a while ago. Whenever we thought they ran 5 seconds off, but he gave them the timeout. So.
And I'm giving Ripley's scorekeepers the benefit of the doubt because they have 2 imaginary points up on the board. I show we got 51, and they show we got 53.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have my total, so I can't tell you whether that's accurate or not.
That is a jump ball.
I think this one ref's more concerned with the player's reaction. Instead of walking to the scorer's table to give the foul, he wanted to stare at Miles to see his reaction.
If he could get a good reaction out of him to where he can.
He's still staring at him as Miles is walking off the court. So that's going to send number 24 to the line.
And that was Miles' 5th foul. So we've now had two Ponies foul out.
First time this season. And that is 24's first point of this half. And there he puts in a second. So we did find an answer for 24. We just could not shut down 00. And Wiggs for 3.
And that drains
it.
And Wiggs with the save. And that's a foul on 25, looks like.
And same ref, he's not turning and looking at him and his reaction. He's arguing that foul, and the ref's paying no attention to him whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, so Wiggs with a great steal there.
Great save.
And then a save, and then Bellis to the line for 2. And he misses his first. And Bellis gets his second.
So 6-point game again.
Gallaville's not going away. 1:48 left. And there's a loose ball picked up by Ayers. Ayers for 3. Off the mark. As Bellis flies in and tries to save it, but he's unable to. So 135.
3.
And we're going to send 00 to the line again to help him improve his statistics. And he does. Mosby for 3.
Rebounded by Hurst. Back to Bellis, out to Mosby.
Mosby for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Ripley. And they're going to get Bellis and send number 25 to the line.
Both teams are in double bonus.
Well, at least it's not double zero, but 25 makes both of his. And there's Corey Hurst for 2 underneath and draws the foul. If he can make a turn into a 3-point play here. And he does. So timeout. We got, is that 58? 59?
Yep. 58 seconds.
58.5 seconds. And it is 59-52. Ripley with the lead.
Both teams at one timeout apiece remaining.
Kellyville still has a chance, but there's going to have to be some starters line up. We have to get a stop, and unfortunately our three-pointers have been kind of sporadic. We've had several in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 three-pointers in the game for the Ponies. Unsure of the attempts, but well, we get a stop. Get a stop here and some quick points, and Ripley has struggled just a little bit with getting the ball in.
He stepped out. Good job, Kate Ayers.
Kate Ayers with a steal.
Coach Heath calls a timeout. 48 seconds exactly on the clock.
And Kate Ayers comes in and does his job. Heath put him in because he's an excellent defender, excellent disruptor. Comes in and does his job, and it looked like Wiggs and Bellis, I think that was setting down, looked like they're coming back in. Coach Heath does that a lot in games like this where he brings in, he's got guys that are just really good at certain jobs, and he does a good job subbing those in and out in situations like this. Caden Ayers has a great speed and gets across the floor. Just a great disruptor. Causes turnovers. So, yeah, Wiggs and Bellis are coming back in. You got Hurst, Mosby, Wiggs, Bellis, Ayers. Miles and Hicks fouled out.
So they can't make up their mind where the ball is at. Finally they do. Bellis going to throw it in. He's got Wiggs. Out to Mosby.
Mosby for 3, and that's off the mark. Bellis with the rebound. Ayers to Wiggs.
And Wiggs is going to go to the line.
So Wiggs going to go to the line for 2.
Well, Kellyville definitely giving Ripley a run for their money.
And Wiggs His second one's good. So they're on foul number 25. And again, the ref is all over a Pony. Not sure what the issue is. 25 makes his attempt. And he's 100%, 5 for 5 from the line. They get 6 for 6. They have some good free throw shooters here at Ripley. Wiggs for 3, and it's good.
Wow. They've got to be really good on defense right here.
And Wiggs with the rebound. Mosby for 3, and it's off. So your final 61-56. Kellyville drops the game by 5. A tough loss for the Ponies. Hard fought, really close game. I mean, it's unfortunately the score doesn't really show what the Ponies were able to accomplish. They were behind the majority of the game, and they never gave up. Proud of them. They just unfortunately just had this struggle. They just couldn't get their offense going. The second and the third quarter, they waited till less than or just over 4 minutes to put points on the board, and playing a tough team like Ripley, that's going to be hard to come back from. So unfortunately, Jacob, do you have the what's that put us at? Middle of the afternoon, 2:30 game tomorrow?
I think so. I don't really have the bracket, but
I think it is. I think it puts us. I'm gonna look real quick before we go off air. I'm pretty sure it puts us at a like a 2:30 game. And yeah, we'll play at 2:30.
the girls will play at 7.
So
Full day of basketball tomorrow.
yes, sir. 2:30, and then a large break, and then again at 7. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here at for 2:30 tip-off for Kellyville Ponies, and the team to play to be announced.
All right. We'll catch you.